Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for attending this morning. I have a few short words, and then we'll move on to the rest of the program. Welcome to all in attendance at this very exciting and special event. We gather as a community to celebrate the next step in a project that adds to our strength and resiliency in the importance we place in educating our young people. Projects of this scale are not only a challenge, but also demonstrate a clear need for a structural upgrade to a building that has fallen short of our educational mission. The Crocker School currently serves 683 students in pre-kindergarten through grade 4. The layout of the current building makes supervision and team teaching virtually impossible. The school was not designed to accommodate special education programming as well. Therefore, the spaces lack adequate educational space. I'm reading this because some people have said to me, why do we need a new school? And that's just one example, not to mention some of the challenges that exist with the roof. I think, Jonathan, you mentioned the roof is in need of repair as well. So this is the right way to go. And where we're sitting or standing today is what will be the front of the building. And it's going to look very, very different than what it looks like today. This building effort strives to make our pursuit of educational excellence a reality. We met with unforeseen building incidents such as heating subsystem failures, resulting in the relocation of students to a former parochial school in Fitchburg and to an elementary school in Lunenburg. And we thank both of those organizations that helped us during that time. This project, as you can see, has been a long time coming. We have met all challenges, and here we are today, breaking ground. This beginning of the extensive construction process is the launching of our journey toward educational excellence. My thanks to the entire community and to those members of our educational team who have contributed to today's success. Building schools builds community. Without further ado, representing Senator John Cronin, Elizabeth Walsh.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to say that I came to Crocker Elementary School in the 6th grade when it was a brand new school. I think it was built the year before or a year or two before. At the time, it served the purpose as well. Times have changed. And I think that the building of this new school is going to make education in Fitchburg all that much better. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Beth. And I believe Council President Zarella is not here, correct? Councilor Van Heisingen, Vice President of the Council, if you would.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Mayor. So I have a lot of fond memories of Crocker. It was many years ago, not as long as Walsh, but when I came in for my first grade year, and went to school here, and I remember the excitement I had when my oldest child, almost 3 decades later, started school here in kindergarten. And she even has one of the same teachers. Miss Jeffries is here, and she was my 2nd grade teacher. She was Miss Mulcahy back then, but she's still here and finishing up strong at Crocker. So it was exciting to see them come to school here, but it was clear that the school had done a lot of time. It had done a lot of good work, and it was time to replace it. I remember when the roof was leaking in the office and they had tents set up trying to shield their desks. I remember when the 3 kids were student refugees and they were up in Lunenburg and at St. Anthony's, like the mayor mentioned. So it's exciting that we have this opportunity to start fresh, to build another 50, 60 years of educating our youth here. And it's wonderful that we have this opportunity to do it on the same site. My last child is finishing up here in 5th grade, and he'll be moving on to Longstow next year. So it's great to see that the length of time that this school building has given to the children of Fitchburg, and I'm excited to see the new one come up, and I'm excited to see students come in and coming soon. So thank you very much.
Council President, would you like to say a few words?
Very briefly.
Please. Council President Zarella.
Thank you all, and thank you to Vice President Van Hazinga for pinch hitting for me while I was stuck on a client call. I'm thrilled to be here. I'm thrilled to see this going forward. I don't want to repeat the things that I'm sure were said before me by the mayor and the vice president, but this is an excellent project. It shows our city's commitment to our schools and our children, and I have been very pleased to watch it moving forward over the last few years and to now see it actually, well, I don't want to say really starting, it's been started, but officially, ceremonially beginning, and I can't wait to see what this is going to become. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for your hard work. And yeah, this is great.
You know, I should have probably mentioned when I began, but we were also in attendance today, City Council members Bernie Schultz in the back there. Put your hand up, Bernie. All right, round of applause. Oh, Councilor Cruz as well. There he is. Who else? Did I miss anybody? Any of the city councilors? Oh, Sally Cragen. Sally, thank you. Also, members of the school committee, Pete Stevens, of course, Vice Chair, Tom Hughes, Tommy, out back. Is that it? I didn't miss anybody, right? Okay. Without further ado, we couldn't do these projects certainly without the assistance of the state. Certainly the importance of the state legislature and someone who's been a partner with our city for a number of years, not just as state rep, but in many, many capacities as a city councilor as well. Representative Mike Kushmarek.
Thank you, Mayor, and good morning, everyone. This is what a beautiful day and what an exciting moment to be here and to be celebrating. The Mayor mentioned in many capacities, I feel like it hasn't been that many, but throughout my 10 years of elected service to the city of Fitchburg, a common thread during about 9.5 of those years has been talking about and building towards today, breaking ground on a new Crocker Elementary School. And I think about just the incredible resiliency and dedication and perseverance from the Fitchburg Public School system. And really, I remember then business manager Jokela starting to prime us as city councilors for the investment and the details that would follow over the next decade. And so from Superintendent Jokela and to all of the staff and the faculty and the students who have participated, and parents, quite frankly, who have participated in building towards this process. Making this kind of investment as a municipality and making that decision to invest, the next 20 or 30 years worth of tax dollars towards anything is never an easy decision. However, I think when it comes to education, something that'll pay dividends for the next 50 years of children's lives and the next 70 or 80 years worth of workforce development and skills preparation throughout our region. I think that's about as easy as a decision as we're ever going to get when it comes to making these kind of investments. But it doesn't happen without the incredible dedication of all of those who have been working towards this moment for 10 years. So to each of you who have been working on this and cheerleading for it and rallying the various legislative and governmental bodies to get to this moment, thank you for what you're doing, because it will be an investment and it will change the lives of so many parents and children for decades to come. And certainly want to thank our partners over at the Massachusetts School Building Authority for making an investment of more than $40 million here today to be able to enable this project. It's exciting, and again, I hope we all enjoy this day and remember this day, and hopefully some of the children who are here today will actually get a chance to roam the halls of this new school in just a few years. With that, Mayor, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Representative. Also, I want to mention in attendance today, Mary Delaney, the procurement officer of the city of Fitchburg, has had a great deal to, that has contributed a great deal to where we are today. Deb Hinkle, the director of the Art Museum, the Art Museum, the library. My God, I promoted you or demoted you. Which one is it? Okay. Now, without further ado, the captain at the helm of our ship and responsible for a lot of what's going on today, Superintendent Robert Jokela.
Thank you, Mayor. I get the opportunity to really just thank everybody who was involved for this project. First of all, I want to start with the mayor and the city council for really being on this journey for the last 4 years, dealing with tough issues as cost inflation, what the project will look like. By name, I want to recognize the people from MSBA who couldn't be here today. We had a lot of conversations with them, and they helped us guide us to this point. First of all, I want to thank Jack McCarthy, their executive director, Diane Sullivan, who we've been working with for about 14 years, Barbara Hansberry, who is the director of capital strategic planning over at MSBA, who actually went to Crocker many years ago and has been a friend of us. And actually, when we selected our designer, Sam, she was crucial in helping us select a designer who would really come up with a bold, creative, innovative design. And Diana Nicholas is here, and I want to thank you and Ed Bourget for delivering on that. And lastly, from MSBA, Mary Piketty, who has been the person, I guess, who controls probably the purse strings over on any project at MSBA. I say that as a compliment. So again, I want to thank SOM Architects for coming up with a really innovative design, a biophilic design, one that incorporates the nature that surrounds the school. We abut an Audubon sanctuary. This is clearly almost like a little island oasis here. And once the school is built, it'll just be a fantastic addition to the city of Fitchburg and for the students here. Also from Colliers, who has really been with us from the start. We actually had to hire an owner's project manager before we could hire the designer. Tony DeLuzio, John Bates, Matt Dunn, thank you for all your support, guidance. We've had a lot of conversations, and as I've said every few meetings, or maybe at least a couple times a year, this is a long and winding road, and we've entered a different phase, and really now the most important phase where the project has already started and we get to have the ceremonial groundbreaking. For me, this school is special for a variety of reasons. I attended the school probably sometime between Beth Walsh and Councillor Van Hazinga. I'll leave it to you to do the math. I had Miss Mulcahy as my second grade teacher here, and as my sixth grade teacher was Mrs. DeNatalie.
Natalie?
DeNatalie.
Who was that?
Helen DeNatalie.
DeNatalie.
That's how she
Helen.
pronounced it.
Oh, yes, that's
Yep.
right. Mispronounced her last name.
They mispronounced it, right. Now I've learned, after 50 plus years, I've learned how to pronounce it right. So, in all seriousness, this has really taken a team effort. Some people just from the school department I want to recognize for being on this journey. I'll say Mr. Shalafo, who's come out of retirement to help us and for 3 years was on this journey. I want to thank Jeremy Roach, who's now involved in this project intimately. Also Casey Bolak, principal of Crocker, who will come up here and say a few words along with the students. This school is for you. My hope is that in some number of years for our students, black flies, that one of you has the opportunity to make an impact on the city that you grew up in. It's important. You are the future of Fitchburg, and in a couple years we're going to have a state-of-the-art facility that will meet your educational needs and just blend right into the beauty here out on Bigelow Road. So this project is for you and for our teachers and for the community. So with that, thank you. And Mr. Bolak, would you mind coming up? And if you want, you can bring the students too.
Yeah, come on up, students. Yep.
You're on my height.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. We gotta get you on camera, though, guys. You guys are the better looking ones.
Yeah, that's very true.
It's very true, Lorenzo. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, and welcome to Crocker. This is a very unique situation, that's for sure. But not a lot for me to say, to be honest with you. That's already been said. I want to thank our local and city and state government officials for going along with this journey for a while in the beginning and making sure that this was the right thing. This has been more than probably 4 years, I would say, 6, 7. Seems like we were in Fitchburg State University on these vision meetings 8 years ago, possibly. And to see this become a reality is amazing. I'd like to thank Colliers definitely for helping me understand what's going on. To be able to be an instructional leader in the building at the elementary level and then to go into a meeting about different types of fixtures and furniture and help figure out what's going on. Having people like Colliers as our owner project managers have been fantastic. The design team at SOM have been nothing short of amazing. They've brought it when it comes to a design. They saw our vision in the beginning, and they really came up with a concept and a building that, the city and our teachers and our kids are going to be proud of. The people at Fontaine Brothers, we just started working together, but I'm excited. I have nothing but good experiences so far. Everything, to be able to have to run a school of over 600 students while all this is happening, is a challenge, but they're up to it, and so are we. So overall, we're just really excited to have this building begin ceremoniously, but really we're more excited to have it done. We can't wait to get in there. So thank you, and this is all about you guys. So we're going to have a new building in 2 years, and these are 10 delegates from our 2nd grade. So when this building is complete, they will be our 5th graders. And so they will be the leaders of our school, and they are looking forward to taking that place over. So thanks for everybody for coming. Appreciate it. Okay, let's slide over here.
1, 2, 3.
All right, my 2nd grade friend.
So I think that brings today's groundbreaking to a closure. So I want to thank Nate Glennie and FA TV for recording this and broadcasting this, and everyone for coming out to celebrate this important event for the city of Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh Public Schools. Thank you.
Thank you. You guys should ask if Fontaine is hiring.